Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Xavier Smith, and today we are going to talk about graphing sine and cosine with just a change in amplitude. So, in our standard form equation, y equals r a cosine b of x minus h plus k, we are looking for the a value. So our a value would make it y equals a cosine x or y equals a sine x. Does the same thing to both equations. So our a is our amplitude, and that is basically just our height from the midline. It goes up this amount, whatever your amplitude is. If your amplitude's 3, it goes up 3 from the midline, and then at its lowest point, it's down 3 from the midline. That's all amplitude is. So let's just start graphing it. Amplitude. So we have y equals sine x and y equals cosine x. And there are two ways to do amplitude. There are positive amplitudes and there are negative amplitudes. Negative amplitudes will come on this next whiteboard. So if we say y equals sine x and we make the amplitude 3, then we have y equals 3 sine x. So what that 3 is, it's a stretch by 3. Instead of just going 1 up and 1 down from the midline, it is going 3 up and 3 down from the midline. Then if we have y equals cosine x, and we say, what if a equals 1/2? Then we have y equals 1/2 cosine x. And that means instead of going up 1 and down 1 from the midline, we are just going up 1/2 and down 1/2. And if you're confused by me saying midline so much, midline just means the line we're always coming back to. So there's no vertical shift, so our midline is just this x-axis. If you see all these 3 points, we're coming back to them at 0, pi, and 2 pi. Now, let's see what a negative amplitude would do. And we're keeping the same negative, we're keeping the same 1/2 and 3, but I switched the equations they're on, if you see. So y equals sine x, y equals cosine x. Now, y equals sine x has the a equals negative 1/2. So we have y equals negative 1/2 sine of x. So what does that do? Well, again, not just go up, not go down anymore from the midline. We are just deviating 1/2 from the midline. But we have to flip all of these y values. So instead of first going up, then going down, this 1 up here would really be times this by negative 1/2. This 1 would be a negative 1/2. So it would be flipped. So we have negative 1/2. And then this negative 1 times a negative 1/2 would be 1/2. So we flip the equation. It goes down first and then up. Y equals cosine x. We say a equals negative 3. Then we have y equals negative 3 cosine x. And this one, our starting point, multiply it by negative 3, and this one will turn into a negative 3. So we really start at negative 3. We start all the way down here. Then we have the same x-intercepts, but these are just midline intercepts, midline points, because, well, this midline point, 0 times negative 3 is still 0. So it will stay. Then our point down here, negative 1, multiply that by negative 3, and it shoots up to 3, so we go up instead. And then this last point, 1 times negative 3 is again negative 3, so it just goes up. Well, yeah, you see, it's more of an upside down parabola instead of one of these U shapes. So negatives, flip it. Amplitude, if it's above 1, it stretches out. All the points get further away from the midline. If it is less than 1, the points, well, it compresses and the points get closer to the midline. So thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful and covered all your questions on amplitude. Thank you.